about our cylinders. So the axis of a cylinder is the segment with endpoints that are centers of the bases. Okay, so your axis in both of these, you go from the center point of both bases to create that axis between those bases. Okay? If the axis is also an altitude, okay, an altitude is perpendicular, dropped, and it hits your base at a 90-degree angle, then this cylinder is a right cylinder. Okay, like the one on the left right here. Your axis drops down to a perpendicular. Okay, it's also an altitude, which is also your height of the cylinder. Okay, so altitude means height as well. So if the axis is not an altitude, so it's not perpendicular, then it is an oblique cylinder. That's the one on the right, where your axis still goes in the center between both of those bases. However, your altitude is now on the outside. Okay, and again, that's your height. So your height is on the outside of that cylinder instead of straight down the center. Okay, we're going to be mostly dealing with right cylinders anyways, so you don't have to worry about oblique cylinders. So just like on Friday, we're going to go over lateral area and surface area. So the lateral area is the area of the curved surface around a cylinder. Okay, so that curved surface around the outside is your lateral area. So in the net for a cylinder, the curved surface is a rectangle. Okay, you see that if I were to lay this out flat and unravel it, your lateral area around it would create this rectangle here. Okay, so you have your height and then the circumference around that circle. So to find the surface area of a cylinder then, we still use P times H plus 2B. Okay, where your lateral area is still just P times H. I'm not highlighting this. You add them.
Good job.
Okay, so we're still using the surface area is P times H plus 2B. Now for P is our perimeter. Okay? To find the perimeter of our base, which is a circle, we use 2 pi r. Okay, that's your circumference or your perimeter. Okay, multiplied by the height. The height is still just the distance between your two bases. And then plus 2 times the area of the base. Okay, so capital B. That's where this pi r squared comes in. That is the area of a circle. So in a cylinder, your bases are always going to be circles. Okay, that's why we're using the circumference formula for perimeter and that area formula pi r squared for the area of a circle. So again, each of these variables in this formula, P is the perimeter. Okay, H is the height. And B is the area of the base. All right, so I'm going to go over an example. So just like we did on Friday, we're going to find P, we're going to find H, and then we're going to find B, and then we can plug it into our surface area formula. So first thing I do is identify my base. Well, in a cylinder, your base is always going to be the circle. Okay, so here's my base, this circle here. And I always highlight my base just so it's a little bit easier to look at. Now, in order to find the area of the base, we do need the radius. However, we're given the diameter of this circle. So the radius is 7.5 since the diameter is 15. So now to find P, H, and B, first I'm going to find P. Okay, that's the perimeter of the circle. To find the perimeter of a circle, we use 2 pi r. Okay, and I just gave you what r is. R is 7.5. So we have 2 pi times 7.5. And you just have to multiply those together in your calculator. Okay, you should get 47.12. And that's in millimeters. Okay, so now I have P. Next, I need H. Okay, so H is that distance between your two bases. What is my H value in this cylinder? 18. Okay, so H is that distance between your two bases. Okay, so that length right there, and that is 18 millimeters. Okay, the last thing I need to find surface area is capital B. Okay, and that is the area of the base. To find the area of the base, which is a circle, we have to use pi r squared. Okay, so to find this base, we're using pi r squared. We know what r is. R is 7.5, so plug in 7.5 for r. Okay, and again, you just have to plug that into your calculator. So 7.5 squared, then times pi. That is equal to 176.71, and that is in millimeters squared. So now that I have each of these variables that I need for my surface area formula, I can plug them all in. Okay, so our surface area is equal to P, which is 47.12, times H is 18, plus 2 times our capital B value is 176.71. Okay, so I multiplied 47.12 times 18 first to get 848.16 plus, and then 2 times 176.71 is 353.42. Now this number right here, since this was P times H, that is your lateral area. Okay, so 848.16 is your lateral area. Okay, then I just have to add on 2 of the area of the bases, which is the circles, to get a total of 1,201.58, and that's in millimeters squared. Okay, questions on this first one here? We good? We got it all copied? All correct? All right. On the back. So, on the back, we want to find both the lateral area and the surface area. Okay, so we have to find lateral and surface area. So again, my first step here with any type of three-dimensional figure, finding surface area, first thing I do is identify the base. And with a cylinder, it's easy, it's always the circle. Okay, so this entire circle here, that is the base of that cylinder. Okay, so I am already given the radius. Okay, it's not the diameter, the radius is 13 yards. Okay, so R is 13. So to find lateral and surface area, I need P, H, and B. So first to find P, that's the perimeter of your base. To find the perimeter of a circle, we use 2 pi r. Okay, so I have 2 pi times our radius, which is 13. And you should get 81.7 yards. Okay, next I need H. H is 8. Okay, again, that's your distance between your two bases. And then last I need capital B, which is the area of your base or the area of that circle, since my base is a circle. And we use pi r squared for that. So we can just plug in 13 for r. Okay, and you should get 530.9 yards squared. Okay, so now that I have P, H, and B, first I'm going to find the lateral area. So again, lateral area is just P times H. Okay, so I'm going to take that perimeter that I found, which is 81.7, and multiply that by the height, which is 8. I got 653.6 yards squared. So you got?
Yep.
Okay. Then surface area, that formula is P times H plus 2B. So since I already found P times H, I can plug that value in to pH. So I would have 653.6 plus 2 times capital B, which I found to be 530.9. Okay, so again, if you don't like just replacing what you found for the lateral area here, you can just plug in P 81.7 times H 8, where I plugged in this 653.6. That's fine too. Okay, that all multiplied out and added together is 1,715.4 yards squared. And that would be your total surface area for that cylinder. Okay, questions on problem number 2? Okay, so again, just go through each step, find R, then find P, H, and B using each of those formulas, and then you can just plug them in. All right, I want you guys to do number 3. Okay, locate your base, and then find the surface area and the lateral area.
Number 3?
Yep. I think BB's what makes this class happen. Huh.
Were you watching stuff?
She ate her lipstick.
No.
I don't know.
I knew you didn't want to do it by yourself. What'd you get for the surface area? Okay. I just did 2064.
Ouch.
And yet you don't rest.
Seriously?
I didn't, what did you round to for
I didn't
capital
round it all,
B?
'cause you round it all.
What did you round to for capital B?
I just put
326.8 something? That's fine. I did 326.9.
Boy thrown off balcony.
You never,
That's pretty good.
Sorry.
on the time you do.
Sorry.
Yeah. I got two of the same pens.
Did you steal mine?
No?
Liar, you did too. It's not up here anymore.
Maybe. Mine looks
That's
better.
scary.
Why am I using this old thing?
Did you switch mine?
Never.
Some dude threw a 5-year-old boy off
Oh,
the
I would
balcony
say it
at
should be
the
full.
mall from
I
America.
just used it. Or I just refilled it. Why did you take mine if you have one?
I didn't have him back.
He got arrested for attempted murder once.
Did you hear about that guy that
Okay.
was all drunk and everything and drove his motorcycle through his warehouse at his work? It
All right,
was like-
so going through number 3, so I can let you work on your homework here. So capital P is the perimeter of the base, so I need to use 2 pi times r, which is 10.2. Okay, and your perimeter should be 64.1 centimeters. Okay, then we need h. H is 22 centimeters. That's that distance between your two circles. And then capital B, we use pi r squared. So we have pi times 10.2, that quantity squared. So the area of the base is 326.9 centimeters squared. Okay, so from here, I'm going to find the lateral area and surface area. So again,
Greetings.
that's fine.
Me too. But she never rounds. So I didn't round. So I knew she wasn't gonna round, but then she rounded.
Sorry. Okay, so I have P times H for lateral area. So the perimeter is 64.1 times the height is 22. Okay, and you should get 1,400, I did 10.2 because I rounded.
I got 1,410.
What was your base or your perimeter?
I gotta find that
That's
source.
why. I did 64.1. All right, so from here, I'm almost done, so you guys can work on your homework.
You did it.
Okay, from here, I have P times H plus 2B. Plug in what you found for lateral area.
What's with kids running down?
Add 2 times the area of the base, which is 326.9.
Did you get 1,410? Yeah, that's what I said.
No.
Yes, I'm rounding. Don't round.
Never rounded before.
Yeah.
I always round to either the 100th or the 10th. This one I rounded to the 10th. The last one I rounded to the 10th as well. Yeah, I always round. You round up or keep it the same depending upon what number's after it.
Yeah, you keep it the same.
No, you don't keep it the same and if there's a 5 or something after it or higher.
I picked the third number. I'm keeping it the same.
Yeah, I have 1,409.76. How in the heck did you get?
I got 2006.
Or 10.2.
I got 6.
Marguerite. Whatever. Done number.
Yeah.
Throw it away.
4.